excited to have you here. Whenever we say you have off time for cricket, there's actually no off time for you. But you're here because of Tissot and your association, a partnership that's lasted about a little more than 3 years now. First and foremost, tell me about the watch that you're wearing.
It's the new Chrono XL, which I really like. This is the latest addition to the Tissot collection and something which I really enjoy because of the size and how the watch looks. It's very clean as well, so something that I enjoy a lot and very happy to have it. Plus, yeah, it's just nice to be resting for a bit, you know, relaxing. Very important to have these times as well, and I'm just embracing it, enjoying all the downtime, trying to recoup and recover and on the road again soon.
I know we're all looking forward to that, and I often say that a brand like Tissot has prided themselves with the fact that they have gone ahead and they are, you know, associated with a lot of sporting fight matches, a lot of sporting international events, but they're also associated with this collaboration with Virat Kohli, a partnership I like to call it, that has gone on for more than 3 years now. What has that journey been like for you?
Well, the journey obviously has been really nice. I mean, it came along at the time where, you know, I was just getting into the peak of my career. It was just at the start of 2016, and you know, 2.5 years into it, it's been a wonderful association. The thing that stood out for me with Tissot was the legacy that it carries with it, and you know, the trust that the brand has been able to maintain with people out there, and that's something that, you know, I believe in as well. Excelling at what I do, being honest to my work, and just giving everything that I have towards making something work, and that's something that Tissot believes in too. And the match was perfect, and yeah, it's been a great association so far.
And you know what, as girls we're lucky, we have so many accessories. I mean, my watch is from the Sheminder Turrell range, but Virat's is the new range. It is a main accessory for men. You're so stylish, I mean, look at that. You know you're pretty stylish off the field as well. So, since you've seen a lot of Tissot watches, which one do you really like the most? You know, what kind of watch suits you the best, you feel?
Well, the Shemian obviously is a classical watch. That was the first watch yes, the first one I got from Tissot. But my current favorite is the Powermatic, which is a very, very classic watch. It's quite sleek, very light, and the dial is very simple. Plus the chronos as well. I mean, I carry a chrono with me to the game. I wear it to the game. I wear it in presentations as well. So, yeah, but on a daily basis, I wear the Powermatic, which is quite a elegant looking watch.
It also reflects so much about, you know, a person's, like a personality, your attitude. It's so important the way that you pick out a watch. So, you know, for all the fans here, for the men, the girls, the boys, any tips on how to get the perfect watch?
Well, depends from person to person. You know, some people like big chunky watches, some people like elegant looking classy watches, some people like the dial to be heavy and, you know, feel the weight on the wrist. Some people like it light, so it's just a personal preference. But the one thing that I am very specific about in my watches is that the dial should be classic. It should not be too loud or too busy. You know, the metal it's made of, whether it's gold or steel or whatever, should speak for itself, but the dial should be nice and relaxed, and, you know, it should not be confusing, you know, to be very honest. So yeah, that is something that I always look for in my watches. And look, the classical watches, you know, run through time and they'll never go out of fashion, so that's something that I believe in.
That's right, innovators by tradition for a reason. So if you had to give someone a Tissot watch, who's it going to be, and which watch would you give them?
Well, it depends of, again...
Let's pick someone, pick anyone, doesn't even have to be your teammate.
I would give Chahal a watch because he's always late. So I'll give him any watch just to keep a check on time.
It's going to be a little tricky to find a watch that doesn't fall off his wrist. Let's be a little honest about that.
I know, it'll have to be a rubber band strap or something because all the other straps will be loose for him.
Fair enough. Now we're going to have some fun, really, aren't we? Because as Virat just mentioned, he's got a little bit of downtime, which is why he can be here with all of you. But of course, you've got this. Before we move on to IPL, I just got to say, just going back to what happened in South Africa, so many personal milestones for you as well. You know, you carry that form forward, you're scoring centuries, nothing new, picking up the test mace yet again, and now back into the cricket. Looking forward to the IPL, physically fit, mentally ready?
Yeah, physically I had a few niggles. I'm just getting over those niggles. You know, it's the workload has started to disagree with me a little bit. So I have to be very careful about how I go forward with my body, my mind, and my cricket. So you know, times like these are very, very important going ahead, and I'm totally enjoying it. You know, I don't even have an inch of me missing out on anything because my body really needed this. Although I'm keeping a track on the games, I watch the boys play. You know, whenever the matches are on, and yesterday again it was a really good win for us. But look, I don't watch matches right now and feel like I want to be on the field because I've started to listen to my body. And yeah, when I'm done with this period, obviously IPL I'll be coming out fresh. I'll be mentally in a better place to want to be out there on the field because I've been on the road for a long time. You know, I've hardly missed any games. And yeah, look, you need to pay respect to your body as well at times. And as I said, this phase is very important for me.
So let's take your mind further away from cricket. We have fun, a little bit of a rapid fire for you. Some of your fans might actually already know the answers or think they know the answers. So surprise us, Virat. Favorite holiday destination?
Favorite holiday destination would be somewhere in Europe.
Nobody knows you?
Yeah,
Is
somewhere
that
in
possible?
Europe.
Yeah.
But if I'm playing cricket and I want to have some downtime, I think Australia is a great place. But if I want to be on a holiday where no one recognizes us, then definitely somewhere in Europe or one of the Arctic countries, you know, where there's so much snow that
Have you
people.
been?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
been, and it's a wonderful experience. No one knows you at all, and just to be able to walk on the streets, going unnoticed, is a great feeling.
You, like I introduced you as someone who's kind of transformed India's sporting culture is mainly because of what you eat. So what's your favorite cuisine?
Now, Japanese. Earlier it was.
For a couple of years, I think, though, you like the Japanese because it's most healthy, isn't it? Yeah.
For about 3 years now, I can eat Japanese food at any time of the day. I totally love the cuisine. I've developed a taste for it, but earlier it was Mughlai, butter chicken, and all that. But I'm far from it now.
I tell you what, if rumors are to be believed, Virat Kohli has not touched carbs in 6 years. If rumors are to be believed.
That's
Now
not true.
why I want to ask you that is because for us that's like comfort food, like cheat day food. So do you have comfort food? Do you have a cheat day? Do you give yourself that time?
Cheat day for me would be some gluten-free.
No, it has to have gluten, Virat. Come on.
No,
It's
see,
not a
that's-
cheat day without something fried and without something gluten.
That's what I'm saying. You know, it's not only black or white. You know, it's a mixture of everything. You have to understand that you can't live without carbs. You know, as a human being, you have to eat carbs. But what kind of carbs you eat is what is important, and that's what I keep a check on. So when I have people come and tell me, "Oh, you haven't eaten carbs in 6 years," and I tell them, "You got to be joking, man. I would be on the hospital bed." You know, so I'm very smart about what I eat, and that's been the main factor for me. So indulging in, I would probably have a gluten-free dessert, which is, you know, made of natural sugar and all that stuff. So that once in a while I do, but I don't get those cravings anymore.
And that's what I was going to ask. Do you have a craving when you train yourself so well you don't have it? So when you have this off time, like what's a habit of yours at home? Favorite thing that you like to do when you just have nothing else on your mind?
Oh, I can sit and not move from one place for hours. You know, that's how lazy I can be. As much energy as I show on the field, but when I get time at home, I can just be a total vegetable, and you know, I can be very annoying because I don't move at all.
And spending time with your dog, I'm guessing, with the dogs.
I'm living in Mumbai now,
Yeah.
so the pet is in Gurgaon. I haven't seen him in a few days, so I don't have any dogs at home in Mumbai at the moment, but we'll think about it in the future. We both love dogs, and you know, but in Mumbai right now we don't have any.
We're looking forward to that. Okay, so what's on your playlist right now? What's a current favorite song, or maybe a song that's just like stuck in your head?
Current favorite song would be "Say Something" by Justin Timberlake. That's the latest favorite of mine on my playlist.
And like a current favorite movie or a book or something?
Book. The last book I read was I read Nadal's autobiography, which I think was really cool. Before that, I read Autobiography of a Yogi, which was an eye opener in many ways. So yeah, those two have to be the recent favorite books.
You know what's become really popular these days is movies on sports people because they're so inspiring, their journeys are inspiring. So if there was to be a biopic made on you, who do you think should play you? Just a fantasy.
I don't think there'll be a biopic made on me. I think it'll be just uh, a real account of what my life has been like. So I don't know. I mean, there are many talented people out there. I mean, I'm still quite a few years from that.
Quite a few
So I
years.
don't
I'm
know,
talking
some-
like 20 years in the future.
Yeah, some new talented actor would come along, and he might fit the role perfectly if something like that happens. But